So I saw an article in the Star. It was published on 5th of April, saying that male infertility problems in the country are at an alarming level.
Yeah.
Now I don't know whether this person is still the Development Deputy Minister of Women, Family and Community Development. Aiman Atira Sabu said that 60% of the tests done showed abnormal results.
Yeah.
This is alarming. So before I get deeper into this, can you please define what does it mean when you say abnormal results?
Okay. So when you go into contraceptive clinic, or we call it as fertility clinic. Fertility clinic is not available everywhere. Available in big hospitals lah. Like UKM, I think UM also they have it. So the first thing, if you go in and you say that okay, this is the issue, both of us cannot get pregnant, they will subject you to a semen analysis.
Okay.
So they will ask you to produce your give the sample, okay, which is your semen, and then from there we will see the basic analysis, which includes your count, sperm count, sperm volume, sperm vitality, sperm motility, and there are a range of what do you call this, semen analysis.
I feel like you guys are really judging the sperm here.
No, we are not judging the sperm, but that's the thing that
leave
we look
those little
into.
swimmers alone.
So yeah, so for example, I give you an example. You asked about abnormal result, right? So if your sperm count is less than 15 million per 1 ml, it's considered abnormal.
What is the actual number? I mean,
It
what's
can go up to 200 plus million. Also. Yes.
Per ml?
Per ml. It's 1 ml, so you can
feel
imagine.
so much stress now. I'm thinking, what's my numbers? Sorry, that's so rude of me.
It's in that 1 ml, you should find more than 15 millions. Sorry,
15 million.
That is only one parameter. You know, it's count.
So just before you go on, so are you saying that the 200 million mark is still hit in today's?
Yeah, you can still find
200 million.
Yeah.
So these are like the creme de la creme of the stallions of men.
See, that is the misconception among men lah. Okay, let me just be very, very open about
Please
this.
do.
Okay, so when we say that,
By the way, I feel like I'm the first day of biology, Form 3, first class.
yeah, the reproduction, right?
All giggling.
Oh no, that was very, very basic.
Yeah.
So one of the misconception about among males nowadays lah, I'm going to be very blunt.
Please
about
be
this,
honest,
okay?
please. I love this.
When you say, okay, you ejaculate that much, it does not mean you have that much of sperm in the amount that you ejaculated.
Okay.
So you have instances where you cannot find a single sperm, and you have instances that you find a lot of sperms. But again, even if you have a lot of sperm also, not necessarily all sperm are normal.
There's so much. Why is it
You
so
know,
hard
you
for
only have that one tadpole. You know, the one tadpole. That one tadpole, a very healthy tadpole, only one enough to fertilize an egg cell. So that's one thing a girl should be very, very proud of. You only have one. But they have millions. And you have to fight.
Are you converting this topic to a gender debate? No. Who's better?
I'm just saying
We are more efficient with our usage of bodily.
Exactly. We just have one egg and we just wait 2 to 3 days. Oh, you don't have? Okay, fine.
Okay, but actually, you know what? It may be a silly question, but it's a question I'm sure people may have, right? Why does it take so many sperm to get the job done?
Because in order for you to go from the male reproductive organ to the female reproductive organ, there is a lot of obstacles. The first few millions will die at the entrance itself because of the pH.
Y'all are so unhospitable. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so first 2 million died there. So there's many obstacles. It's not just a free flow.
No, it's not a freeway. It's not a highway for you to just go. We have to go through so many things, and the egg anatomy will only open a certain period of time in order for the sperm to enter. Not the entire sperm will enter.
By the way, guys, this is dating. This is how dating is. Exactly the same. You have to do a lot. There's only a small window.
That's why. So
Okay.
just small period of window, and then you have the sperm infused inside or fertilized inside. Only
Okay.
then the fertilization is complete.
So, sorry, but I interrupted you just now. You said that abnormal results, number one is the count.
Yeah.
What other constitute as a normal result?
We have anything more than 15 ml is considered as normal. That is
Okay.
only in the count base. Then they will look into the vitality. Vitality is how many sperms are alive.
Okay.
You will find sperm that is not alive. When you see under the microscope, some will swim, some will not swim.
Okay.
And then you will also look into the morphology.
What does that
Some
mean?
will move, some will not move.
But they are alive.
Morphology as in they are alive, but some will have two heads. Two heads, one tail, or vice versa. You have two tails, one head, and then you have three parts.
Those guys must be really fast. The two tails, one head.
No, they are abnormal. They cannot
They're
fertilize.
swimmers, man. Speedo.
And then, okay, the anatomy of a sperm, you need to have a healthy sperm, you need to have a head, and then you need to have a mid piece, we call it as the neck, and then you need to have the tail.
Okay.
Sometimes you find defect on the head, or you may find the defect on the neck, or you may find the defect on the tail.
Okay.
So if this constitutes, all these constitute on your abnormal results lah, or abnormal reports. If we say that if it is more than 45% abnormal, we say that your semen analysis is not good lah.
Okay. So those are the criteria that you evaluate. Okay, fine. My goodness. What are the main causes of these type of abnormalities that you mentioned?
Many.
Okay.
My research, I did on smoking.
Okay.
Any smokers in the house?
All of us. Except for Ayn. Ayn is a terrible smoker. My goodness.
So, but what I did was on a cellular level,
Okay.
which means on the DNA level. So, my research found that when you smoke, your chances of DNA damage, sperm DNA damage, is higher.
Okay.
Now, what I'm trying to continue my research is vaping.
Okay.
Does vape cause more damage?
Okay, but what is the direct cause of having a sperm's DNA damage?
Okay, right. So this is going to be a very cellular level.
Please do.
Okay.
I find this crazy interesting.
So you have DNA.
Okay.
DNA is very, very, it's embedded inside of the nucleus. Now, this DNA has a very good protection mechanism. One of the protection mechanism is two proteins. We have protamine and also histone. I'm not sure how many.
I'm going to pretend like I know what that means. Yes, protamine. Yes.
So this protamine and histone is responsible to protect the DNA. So what my research showed that when you smoke, it is an external factor that cause increase in oxidative stress.
Oxidative stress. Okay.
Yeah. How do I tell oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is when you have electrons in your body, free electrons in your body. It will go and attack, or it will go and churi other electrons to become stable. So the healthy ones now become unstable.
Is this the same as free radicals?
Yes, free
Okay,
radicals.
so-
Yes. So smoking, very smart. I'm impressed.
I hope my mom is watching this.
So when you free radical, so smoking is one of the main factor of free radicals. So it causes the free radicals to your cells. So the cell now, it becomes imbalanced. The electron in the cells become imbalanced. So now they are more exposed. The DNA is more exposed for the damage. So the smoke particles or the cigarette particles can straight away come and damage the DNA.
Okay.
So that is what my research was all about.
Okay. So but then once the DNA is damaged, the sperm is not affected. Right? It still can swim. It doesn't.
When your sperm DNA damage, they cannot perform the fertilization. Damage, dead lah.
Dead already. So smoking is the key cause.
Yeah.
Maybe third, fourth. Maybe no. It's the first.
No, it is the main.
Damn it.
Smoking and also alcohol. But one thing we need to give credits lah to the swimmers is that you can produce new sets of sperms in 74 days.
74 days. Okay.
So the cycle of spermatogenesis is every 74 days. So for example, this is of day one, you produce, I give you 25 million lah. Okay?
Hey, at least 100. Come on, man.
Okay, 100
I'm
million.
offended by this.
100 million sperm.
Okay.
Now, and then this 100 millions is the one that will go and try to fertilize the egg. Then you have another set of 100 millions, or more, in another 74 days.
So is this the reason why we've had problems in infertility then? This could be, because what I read was that the problem is worsening in time.
Yeah.
right? So I'm assuming that, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that these problems keep getting worse is because our dietary habits, alcohol consumption, everything is increasing, right?
Yep. So
Okay.
not only, for example, my research is only narrowed on the smoking. We also have research that we're talking about stress,
Okay.
occupational hazard.
Okay, what about that?
Okay. This is one of the interesting topic which I picked up when I was doing my PhD, because I have to do a lot of reading. So one of the research showed that, traffic police,
Okay.
they have to stand under the sun early in the morning, and the uniform is tight.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. When your uniform is tight, what happens is that your male reproductive organ is located outside of the body.
Okay.
So when it's tight, what happens is that it accumulates heat.
Okay.
So that heat can cause disruption in the sperm production.
Correct me if I'm wrong again, but that's why the male reproductive organ is situated outside the body to escape the core temperature, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
But they are so closely in touch with the body, right?
Okay.
So they should have some sort of fluctuation in terms of temperature. So if you're going to increase the temperature even more, again, you have a lot of proteins inside of your body, or especially inside of your male reproductive organ. And that protein, when it hit, this is enzyme form 5, when that protein, when it's subjected...
You say it like I should know.
I'm just saying. So when you have that protein subjected to high temperature, it can become denatured.
That means it stops functioning, doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it reduces the function. So there's a lot of enzymes that working in the male reproductive organ. That is the reason why we recommend males not to use tight pants.
Okay. But the problem is you women love it so much.
Do we?
No? So I guess
Tight pants?
the moral of the story is all superheroes have like 10 million sperms.
Oh yeah.
Like Superman is dead. Like he's just not producing.
So that's one of the occupational reason. Another one, this is actually from my personal experience. One of my patient came to me. One of my subject came to me. He's a radiologist.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. He's a radiologist. He's a medical doctor who is, I think he's pursuing in his radiology studies. He came to me with 0 sperm.
Okay.
And he was telling me that he's trying to, to have children. So I know that it's the reason, because the radiation causes the disruption to the sperm.
But don't they wear those lead outfits? No, still doesn't.
If you're exposed to the rays over time, again and again and again, it can cause disruption to your sperm.
Oh, okay. That's sad. I mean, that's really sad. I mean, it's your job that is killing your want to have son. Now, so I wanted this because when I read online that this is a problem, I wanted to also have an uplifting, hopefully, side to this discussion. Although it's been really fun, I really enjoyed this conversation. Are there any symptoms that men should be alert to the symptoms that basically indicating that maybe their sperm count is low?
You cannot tell that your sperm count is low, but you can say that your infertility, infertility rate has declined or whatsoever based on the symptom. For example, erectile dysfunction. You cannot maintain the erection. Or when you see there is an enlargement of breast in male, we call it as gynecomastia.
Okay.
So that could be an indication of male infertility. So
that's caused by a hormonal imbalance, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to go and check.
Okay.
So again, if you ask me, when do you go and check your sperm? You cannot simply go to a clinic, fertility clinic, if you are not married. If you're not, you just go as, I just want to check my sperm count. Cannot.
Why not?
You are only considered as infertile. Infertility is defined as when husband and wife, really lah?
Okay.
When husband and wife did not achieve successful pregnancy within 12 months of period without any protected sexual intercourse.
Okay.
That is the definition by book. So after, if let's say you just get married, after 6 months you say your wife is not getting pregnant, you cannot go to hospital. They'll ask you to go back and come back after 6 months. So That is the definition. After 1 year only, after 1 year of unprotected sexual intercourse, then you cannot get pregnant. Okay, fine. Then we can think about what is happening.
But don't you think this rule should be changed then? Because if there is now a worsening problem, men should check at an early stage, right? Because then they can make changes to their lifestyle.
You can do your own physical check. Like, for example, like how women are doing the breast check, right?
Yeah.
So you also can see if there is any lumps.
But
you can have lumps at your testicles.
okay.
So if you check if there is an abnormal lumps, then you can go to men's clinic.
Okay, now, I mean, it's quite stressful. I'm just curious of my count. So now, but what is this condition reversible? What can men do to improve their fertility rate?
Okay, for you to improve your sperm count at that particular time when the sperm analysis was taken, you cannot do that.
Of course, after that.
Okay. After that, maybe you can improve that's the only thing that we say, improve your lifestyle. Stop smoking. Not to say stop smoking. You cannot stop smoking. If you're a chain smoker, you cannot stop smoking. You reduce your intake.
Okay.
Alcohol. And then you increase your lifestyle to a better lifestyle.
Okay, so stop smoking. Reduce smoking. I don't want to say. Okay, then reduce drinking, and then how about food? Is there any foods that you should stay away from?
Food to stay away from, no, but you have to reduce your fat intake also.
Fat intake.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a general lifestyle change.
Okay, fair enough. Now, it's sad to hear when men want to have children and they can't, because this is very sad. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on the couple.
Yeah.
As a man, if I were in that position, I'd be like, oh my God, it's our manhood is being affected. Is there any ritual, not religious, but ritual or regimen one should follow to prep themselves to have a higher probability to have a child with their partner?
Okay. There is no ritual for you to prep yourself. It's just that, again, you have to be healthy.
So say, for example, if I have a low sperm count, of course, God forbid, and that's but I want to have a child. Is there a time, because you mentioned that every 74 days the new sperm is produced, right? Can I do something can I change, if I change my habit, then would my sperm more?
Chances are there.
Chances are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it takes a new set of sperm.
Okay.
So maybe after 74 days, your sperm count might increase, or your sperm analysis itself might have improved.